Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to reading for December 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Capricorn, and see what is going on in your general energies. You have this rooster card, and it says communication. What does it say? Communication on it. And you have this tower as well. You're like the fourth person to have the tower in the first row. So, it could be another one of those times where there are just global tower moments going on. Although I do feel that there could be some surprising communication that's coming in for you. But here's the other thing, Capricorn, that I feel like saying to you is, why are you surprised? I feel that this communication that you could be getting is like either something you've been expecting, or it's something that you already knew the truth to in the first place, is kind of what I'm getting here. So I don't know that you are like totally surprised in a situation, is what I would say to you. So, there you go. I don't know what else to say about that other than I don't know why you're surprised. For some of you, I literally feel you could be dealing with someone who, if this is a person you're receiving communication with, I feel this could be a person that had like, ego issues or, things like that. I want to see what this next card is as well. Yeah, you have this eel card and it says safety on it. So I feel like you are safe. I'm wondering if someone you know is in trouble. You end with the courthouse card, but again, it's kind of interesting because I feel like that card isn't connected to you. So there could be a person who's coming forward and telling you that they're like in trouble or something like that. And again, this is very specific, so it might only be for some of you. I feel like you don't care, and I also feel like you shouldn't. And I also feel like you shouldn't help this person either. So I'd be very careful of like people coming in asking for money, especially if it's like a past person or something like that. Definitely popping into my head. And it's like, this person's in trouble, but I feel like they dug their own grave. I know that sounds intense, but that's literally like the words that are popping into my head. They did this to themselves. So it's like, you don't need to get dragged into something that you're not involved in. And that's kind of like what I'm getting here. For others, I do feel like there is positive communication coming in. You have the Tower, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like you, for some of you, again, if this is a person that you were dealing with, I feel like they make hasty decisions with that Knight of Swords. I feel like they just act, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. They don't think, they just act. They just make decisions very quickly, spur of the moment, and they don't really think about the consequences. So I would definitely be careful if you've been dealing with a person like that. It's either an air sign or a person who has a lot of air in their chart. Like, it's literally popping into my head that this person could either be like a Gemini rising, I kind of feel like, or Aquarius rising or something. It's like their rising sign or something very much, if it's not their sun, it's something major, moon, something like that. And, I would just be careful of that. On top of that, I feel that for all of you, moving away from this situation now, I feel like for all of you, you have learned how to make good decisions, is what I'm getting here. We even see this here with the Two of Pentacles. I definitely feel you've learned through past tower moments here. So, you have the tower here in the past, and I feel like you have learned kind of like what's a bad decision, what's a good decision in all areas of your life. We're not talking about just one area of your life. And now you understand where to put your energy. The reason that I know that you've learned this lesson, by the way, is because you have the star right here. The star always comes up after the tower. It's like you have healed from a tower moment. I feel in your like current position, you have healed from some sort of like shock or surprise. It's kind of interesting because I'm wondering, for some of you, I'm wondering if you were dealing with a person as well, and it's like you got a shock or a surprise. Like, it's like you kind of knew something was up here. It's kind of weird that I feel like you really know. Like, intuitively, if I put myself in your shoes, I feel like you always knew that something wasn't right, in a situation. But it's like maybe you're still shocked or were kind of shocked or surprised in the past. Let's see what's going on here. Could have been a juggling situation as well. Yeah, with the tower, you have the sun. Something came to light. You became aware of something, but at the same time, I feel like this is the energy you need to embrace. That rooster card has sunflowers on it. Sunflowers in the tarot, I know that's not a tarot card, doesn't matter, bear with me. I feel like that sunflowers represent the sun. You have the sun here, you have the star. It's like fame and fortune. So I feel that that you are kind of having a little bit of a glow up here. And I'm pretty sure in one of your last readings that I said this. There's still some things you need to do to have more of a glow up, to like really step into this energy, but looks really good to me. But something definitely came to light. Yes, Two of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. Someone was juggling you, Capricorn. I definitely feel this for some of you in love. If this is not love, this is a decision that you're trying to make, and it's in work or business, clearly. And I would just say your answer is very simple. Two of Pentacles has always been my card of picking the new path. The Lovers has also been my card that says pick the new path. So if you're trying to make any decision in work and business and whatever, I would pick the new path. The challenge I see for you here is kind of leaving something behind. It's as if, like, again, it's as if if I put myself in your shoes here, Capricorn, it's as if I were to completely quit this channel and start a new one, right? And do something totally different. And I feel like some of you could be making that type of change. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry, Capricorn, but I'm just giving you an example here that I feel like some of you could be making, or it's like you've been thinking about making kind of like that extreme of a change in work or business. I would say go for it. I feel there's a lot of success coming in here. You have the Wheel of Fortune, Star, especially if this involves getting attention. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Devil, which is you. I just feel this is your energy. I feel, again, that you are in a position of having learned through some very valuable lessons over the years. The good news is for you, Capricorn, I feel like saying the lessons are over. So it's like you're finally getting past all these lessons that you've been learning. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this new moon in Capricorn. It says step up and take the lead. So I feel for a lot of you, this is your Capricorn energy, and I would definitely be taking the lead in a transformation that you're going through. It's like you could be taking the lead on your destiny as well. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of your destiny in the sense that it is your personal vision for your life. Like basically, if you have a vision for your life or where you want it to go, that's like the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is always spinning, but we can control the wheel. Most people just allow the wheel to spin. So it's just going all over the place, right? And if we take control of the wheel, we take control with our vibrations, then we can end up being much more successful. You have the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. I feel, again, with the Wheel of Fortune, that there could be a turnaround coming in for you. It's like everything's clicking into place for you now, Capricorn. I feel like you're understanding things. You're noticing connections. I feel like you're paying attention to signs and symbols as well. So it's like you're really tapped in is the energy I get here. And I feel because of that, that's what's creating success for you right now. And I feel the success is going to last, like through the new year. So it's not even, it's not even just this month that I feel this energy. I feel like as we move through the new year, maybe even all the way like halfway through or longer, it's not like it's going to stop. I feel you're very tapped in at this time. You have the Star card, and the Star is a card of, hopes, wishes, faith, renewal. Something's giving you hope here, as I feel very, very clearly. I feel in the past, maybe you kind of lost a little bit of hope that things could improve or that things could get better for you. And I'm really just seeing the Star card as hope. That's it. I'm not getting any of the other stuff that I normally talk about here. And you do have the Three of Cups. I feel there's like so much support for you. It's not even it's crazy. It is crazy. It's not even crazy. It is very crazy how many people want to support you. I feel like the more you shine your light as well with the Sun and the Star, this could be through helping people, inspiring people, all those great things, then I feel just more and more people are wanting to help you or are wanting to lift you up. So you're in this kind of like co-creative space, which is great. I always say teamwork makes the dream work. It wouldn't be a Capricorn reading if I didn't say it. I do also, the weird thing is if you had like a person who put you in a third party situation or blah, 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 whatever, I don't care. What I would say here is I do feel like this person wants to come back. I would not go back. This person, I'm telling you right now, again, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you right now, this person has not changed. I'm wondering if you're dealing with a person who like has another person that controls them basically in some way. Maybe this is through finances. Maybe they own a home together. There's something weird legal going on here at the end of your reading as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think new is much, much better for you, Capricorn. With the Three of Cups, you have the King of Cups. Definitely new love coming in for you. Could be a water sign coming in for you if you want love, but this to me feels much more emotionally stable. The other thing is that it's really funny that I said that some of you could be totally leaving one thing behind to start something new, because the King of Cups, he normally has a boat behind him, and the boat on the King of Cups represents like a time where we would get on boats and we wouldn't really know where we were going. We wouldn't really know like if we were going to find land or whatever. And so I feel for some of you, there is like a certain element of mystery here. You have none of the cards that represent mystery, but there is mystery showing up here. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Four of Wands. Marriage, definitely, I feel definitely a new person coming in for you that you could marry if you want to get married. Could also be an Aries as well, is definitely standing out to me. But what I would also say is that the Four of Wands is a card of freedom. I really, I mean, to me, it makes perfect sense. With Uranus and Taurus and fellow Earth sign, I feel that you are going to slowly and but surely between now and 2025 be creating or doing things that kind of like build more freedom into your life. This could be starting your own business, could be, but for some people that's not freedom. For some people, having a job is freedom, right? It's different for all of us. So whatever freedom means for you, I feel like you're going to be building a lot more freedom into your life. The other thing that I'm getting here is like, again, the other thing to think about is we had Saturn and Capricorn in 2017. And what I would say here is that, I think that Saturn and Capricorn energy kicked off efficiency is what I would say. So if there are things in your life that you can make more efficient or that you could do in a better way, then I would definitely be looking at that. I don't care if it's brushing your teeth in the morning, right? Every little thing counts right now. So everything that you can make more efficient in your life, or, if there are things that you can do that you can focus on that have more of an impact on your business, on your health, on your love life, I would be focusing on those big impact ideas. I wouldn't be focusing on necessarily the tiny little things, although, it's a little bit confusing because I do think that tiny little things are important. But in this part of the reading, I'd say the big things. With the star, you have the Seven of Wands. See, the star is about having a North Star, which I think is super important right now. Pluto is about to leave Capricorn in next year, and it's going to go into Aquarius. It is going to retrograde back into Capricorn for a short period of time, but in 2024, Pluto is officially going to move into Aquarius. And what I would say here is, I'm preparing people right now. I've been talking about this for like 2 years. I think we all need a North Star. We all need something to focus on that motivates us. It's almost like having a muse, right? It's almost like having something that motivates you to action. It could be anything. Maybe you want to bring more awareness to circus peanuts, then I would, start a circus peanut business. Or maybe you need to start a charity that gives away free circus peanuts so that people become more aware of them. I don't care what it is. And people think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I don't care if you're interested in the weirdest stuff. I would get moving on doing something like that because I truly believe people who do that are going to be rewarded. So, that's why. That's it. Just that simple. So there you go. Next, we're going to look at the signs. What are we doing? Signs you need to pay attention to at this time. We're looking at the signs, symbols, anything that could pop up for anything in your life. You have this Yin energy card, which is more of a withdrawn kind of backseat type of energy. I am getting a lot here. I feel it would be a great time to kind of be more in the background. Might be a good time to not speak as much, especially like in work, in business, or pretty much any other area of your life. It might be a good time to listen, because what I'm getting here is that there could be some like in between the lines type of stuff going on here, where if you listen to what people around you are saying, there might be some opportunities in what they are not saying. And so I would be paying attention, especially in work or business. It's like maybe you get kind of almost an intuitive feeling that your boss is looking for someone to become a manager or something like that. It's like if you really listen to what's being said, you might be able to take advantage of that opportunity. You might be able to go to them and be like, hey, I feel like you want a manager. I think I could be that person, right? So, but I feel like you're not going to hear it because it's not being said. So that's why you shouldn't speak at this time. As weird as that sounds. That's what I'm getting here. I also feel like you need to listen to your own body if you're feeling tired. Again, Mars retrograde. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling restless, I would definitely say that rest is going to be a good thing for you. You have the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I feel like you need to pay attention to, I don't know if this is a sign or a symbol or whatever, but I feel like there are certain things that make you feel controlled, that make you feel like you're not free. And again, I would pay attention to those things. It could be anything. You might be able to find like an amazing solution. You might be able to just set yourself free from something that is controlling you. Whatever it is, I would pay attention to it with this Emperor card. You also have the King of Pentacles here. It's kind of weird. I feel like there's some sort of skill that you're really good at, and I feel like you need to do more of it, whatever it is. Traditionally, the King of Pentacles has grapes all over his cloak. Grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that requires a lot of skill. Grapes do require a lot of skill to grow, and especially to grow well. So I feel for a lot of you that there's something that you can do very well, but it's like the grapes are on his cloak. He's wearing them. It's like part of him. So there's something that's part of you that you're good at. I might have to clarify this because the message isn't exactly clear, but at the same time, maybe, I sometimes think, that we all have skills that we're like born with. So maybe we don't think they're special. But if people are telling you right now, I feel like this is what you need to pay attention to. Maybe people are telling you like, hey, you're really good at this business or you're really good at this thing, whatever it is. I would pay attention to that because it could be like a business. It could turn into something that makes you very successful, but maybe you don't think it's special because you're just good at it, whatever it is. I would pay attention to that. Next, you have the Page of Swords. I would definitely just pay attention to your curiosity in general. You have the sun here in the same diagonal. So going up this way, you have the sun here. The sun is one of those cards that says to me that we need to pay attention to our attention. The Page of Swords is my card of curiosity, and I feel that there could be some things that you become curious about just, randomly, and it could be like a hobby, a business, whatever. But I feel like you need to pay attention to that because it could lead to something so much bigger. I also do feel that there could be someone who has their eye on you. And sorry, I just messed up all the cards. But, there could be someone who has their eye on you here. And, this is like a new person. But I'm not sure. You have the Page of Cups right next to it. So let's look into this. With the Emperor, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I definitely pay attention to anything that you feel is controlling your finances. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. Queen of Pentacles can also kind of represent hidden money. Sometimes I feel that she's like my card of maybe if you need money, you have something in your attic that you could sell. Or maybe you have something like in your garage that you could sell if you need money. It could also represent like opportunities, and I feel there could be a lot of opportunity for you to make more money, but it could be through like side gigs. It could be through, picking up extra shifts or holiday shifts or something like that. But again, I would pay attention to those opportunities. Could lead to a lot of freedom. You also have the Queen and King of Pentacles. So if you're attracting love, I would focus, I kind of feel like there are signs or symbols from people that you're dating or a person. Maybe if you're dating multiple people, if you're going on dates, I feel like there's someone who's much more focused. This person just comes off as very focused to me with the King of Pentacles here. But King and Queen of Pentacles, amazing. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Moon here. There's the first mystery card. Remember, we were talking about mysteries a minute ago, where I kind of felt like there are some mysteries. There's some things where it's like, if you leave one thing and go to another, especially in work or career, it's like you don't know like what you're going to be able to create. But I feel like this is like the first clue that you need to kind of move in that direction. So don't be afraid of mystery. I'd also say don't be afraid of your dreams. Those are literally the words that are popping into my head here. The Moon can definitely represent your dreams. So I would pay attention to that for sure. With the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. Do you have the Queen of Wands twice? No. But the Queen of Wands says, be bold, be assertive. Someone finds you attractive here, I would say. Remember, we were talking about on that Page of Swords how there could be a person who's attracted to you. Could be like a little bit of a secret admirer here. I feel like you would find them attractive as well. So, definitely a lot of fire energy showing up in your reading. Could be a fire sign. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you do have this courthouse card. I kind of feel like this is, some of you obviously could be going through something legal. I don't really feel like it's unexpected necessarily. You could know that you're going through something, and but if you don't, then I feel like it's a person who's going through something, and you know this person. I would be very careful of this situation. Just intuitively, I got it at the beginning of the reading that like someone could be coming to you for money or trying to drag you into their mess. I would avoid it at all cost is what I would say here, Capricorn. I think it'll just be a major disaster for you. So I think the best thing to do would be to avoid this situation. You have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Four of Cups is a card of disappointments. If this is a past relationship and if it's a person coming back, I feel like they are disappointed. But it's like, I feel like you were this goose right here. I feel like you were this person in the back, or this goose right here. I feel like you always kind of were picking someone up when they were sad and miserable, but it's like they never did it for you. And you were sacrificing yourself, always getting rained on here. It's like I have weird things popping into my head here, Capricorn. I feel like these are very specific clues if this is for you. It's like I think they brushed a lot of things off with you. Like, and this is going to sound weird, but like I think sometimes you would say things like maybe you said happy birthday to them, like you remembered their birthday, and they would kind of just like brush it off, like they didn't care that you actually remembered that it was their birthday, even when you were together. Or if you were like talking to this person. I have weird things like that popping into my head, and it's like they would just like brush it off. Like it's almost like they didn't want to deepen the attachment. I don't know. That's what's popping into my head here. I would be careful of this person. I just want to clarify that courthouse card. You have house as well. I'd be careful of legal issues involving the home, but what I would say here is I feel this person could be getting kicked out of their home or something, and that could be part of the issue. You have the Nine of Wands here. Definitely I would put up boundaries for sure. I feel like this person left you wounded if this is a person. For others of you, I feel like you have past wounds in regards to something legal. And, sometimes I think when we go through something like that, we just keep thinking about it. I kind of feel this is encouraging you to push forward and not keep thinking about something from the past. And finally, you have the Page of Cups. I definitely feel there could be love coming in for you with the Page of Cups. This could be a new person that's entering into your life. And, I feel like this person is like a dream come true. So I would just open up to like someone new, is what I would say. Let's clarify this and let's see. With the Four of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups, yes. You have the King and Queen of Cups. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Definitely, if it stops focusing on my eye, then it's not going to. Definitely could be a good person. And look, it's a goose. So this is a swan. But, I almost feel like there's a person who's coming in who's going to be very protective of you. It's like maybe you've always been the one to be protective of someone else. I feel this is like a major switch. So someone who's actually gonna carry their own weight is coming in for you here. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. See, it's very interesting. I feel like you're finding something out about a person from the past, here is what I'd say. It's like you dodged a bullet here. I feel like you're finding something out that could be a little bit shocking right now, because I feel like there's the initial shock in this reading, the Tower, which you've probably already experienced. Maybe they told you they were married or, who the hell knows, right? And I feel it was a little shocking. I feel like there's more shocking news coming in, but again, I would avoid it at all costs. If this person communicates with you or talks to you, I would block it completely. I just would not engage because you do not want to get dragged into this. I'm telling you right now. For others, I feel that you're ending something to, again, just so you can have a new beginning in your life. With the Page of Cups, you actually have two cards popping out here. You have the Knight of Swords, which you have twice in this reading, and you have the Nine of Wands again. So definitely time to put up boundaries. I wouldn't be rushing into anything here. I wouldn't be jumping to conclusions or anything like that with a person. But we're going to pull 5 main themes that you are going to be dealing with this month now. And this part looks pretty good. You have this Fire card. It says strong emotions, passionate love or hate. So I would be careful of your emotions, but I do feel like there could be a very passionate connection coming in for you here. You could be meeting someone this month. The interesting thing is I feel it starts off slow and just kind of builds from there. So it might not be a relationship immediately, but I feel there's a major, connection forming for you if you want love. You have this Club card. You cannot make this up. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. I'm telling you right now, Capricorn, mark my words, I would avoid whoever the hell this person is. If it's not a lover, maybe you just have a toxic person in your life, like a family member or something. There's something that you need to be, you need to avoid. And again, I don't like doing readings where I put warnings out or I scare people, but I'm also not going to lie about something that I see coming up here. And you're watching tarot so you can avoid it. So avoid this at all costs. If someone is involved in something legal, if someone is telling you some sort of shocking surprise, I wouldn't even respond to whatever they're saying because they're trying to drag you into their mess because they probably need your help, honestly. But again, it's like imagine someone was drowning and you don't know how to swim. It's probably not a good idea for you to swim out there and save them. They need to learn how to swim. They need to do that. It's almost like this person is one of those people who's never had to learn how to swim because people are always there saving their ass from whatever. And I feel like this is a person who's dug themselves deep. And again, it could be a friend, family member, an ex-lover for some of you. I would avoid this at all cost. You have this funnel card that says a period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I feel like you're leaving this behind. I actually don't feel bad about this. Can we clarify this? You also have, look at this, you have this horseshoe card. It says good luck on it. See, I feel like you've been through these challenges, and now you're standing up and taking the lead in your own life, like that card says. You have this goldfish. It says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Love it. Definitely an increase in your finances. And you also have this V card. It says V for victory. Victory in some endeavor. So love it. Definitely some victories coming in for you. We're also going to pull 6 of these random oracle cards. And sorry, I don't remember the name of these decks. People keep asking me. Someone sent these to me as a gift. And sorry, I just don't know. I think they're like the career. If you search the career oracle and also this, if you search this name right here on Etsy, you can see right here, then I do feel, I'm pretty sure that's the person who publishes them. But again, like I said, I have no clue. You have this card that says the healing must be completed before your life can transform. You're healing past some sort of mess here. I think, I kind of feel like this boils down the reading here, Capricorn. Really good reading, actually, except for whatever someone in your life is dealing with. But if you can heal past a past situation, whether it's like a job loss, a relationship loss, whatever, I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth for you. You have this card that says your life is at a turning point right now. You are ready. You are definitely experiencing a turning point. You have the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles here, which is like picking a new path. You have this card, don't dwell on what might be on the other side of that door. Closed door. So it says don't focus on what happened in the past. This door is already closed. I would avoid this at all costs. You have this life purpose card. You found your life purpose, creating the life that you want. Love it. So we definitely see that here where you're like taking the lead, but it is probably something different that you're doing. And that's exactly what I would do here. You have this lost card. You already lost something, probably a person. For some of you, it says major phase in your life is ending. We like literally talked all about this, how it's almost as if, like I said, it would be like you're reading to me. The energy that I get here, it's almost as if you're going from would be like me quitting my channel and starting another one and just completely starting fresh, right? I get that feeling for you here, but I do not think it's a bad thing because it's like, you know what? It's like if I were to do that, it's like maybe it would, be a major dip for me in my business, right? But at the same time, it's like I'm starting with 8 years of knowledge, longer. I've been on YouTube for a lot longer than that. So it's like I'm not starting from scratch. And I feel like that's what you need to realize. Wherever you're starting over in your life, and it doesn't even have to be that extreme, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from knowledge. You have this voice card that says using your voice could be very lucrative for you. So maybe you're starting a YouTube channel or a podcast or something like that. But I would use your voice here. Very, very interesting, Capricorn. I feel like, and that's landing right on top of that V for victory card, voice, victory. So I feel there could be a victory with your voice coming in for you this month as well. But pretty interesting reading. Thank you for being here, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Make sure you watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.